everyone, welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, my name's Kelly from Kelly Lee Creates, and I teach lettering and digital design. Today I have a brush tutorial for you in Procreate. I'm going to be showing you how to create this fun outline brush. What I love about outline brushes is that it makes it super easy to create fun outline text like this. It looks complicated, but I promise you, this brush is super easy to make. So let's get started. First things first, an outline brush is actually a combination of two brushes. It's called a dual brush or a combination brush. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making two brushes and then combining them and tweaking the settings to make those two brushes into an outline brush. To begin, just tap on the brush library and we're going to create a new brush. So I'm creating my brush in a brush library that I already have. You can see I have the outline brush right here already. But in order to create a new brush, all you have to do is tap on this plus symbol and it creates a new brush for you. Now we're gonna alter this brush a little bit, tweak the settings. So the first thing we wanna do is go down to Apple Pencil and we're gonna toggle the opacity all the way to none. So what this does is see if the opacity is not none, you can see the ends of the lines are a little bit faded. So we're gonna toggle it all the way down to none. And so we have no difference in opacity throughout the stroke. The second thing we need to do is come down to properties, and under brush behavior, we're gonna change the maximum size to 150%. So you can either tap on this and enter 150, or you can use the slider. I'm just gonna enter 150. Now come up to stabilization, and under streamline, you're gonna turn the streamline all the way up to max. That makes the stroke smooth. So if we go here to clear the drawing pad and we draw with our new brush, you can see it's very smooth, but if you toggle the streamline down, you can see that it's not very smooth. So streamline all the way up, it makes your line super smooth. And that's it for this first brush. So tap done, and you have your first brush here. Now we're going to duplicate this brush. So swipe left and duplicate it. Tap on this brush and tap it to enter the brush studio. Now the only thing we're going to change with this brush is down in properties, and instead of having the maximum size set to 150, we're going to change it to 50% and hit done. And so now we have two brushes and the only difference is their size. Now it's time to combine these brushes. Tap on the top brush and then swipe right on the bottom brush, and this will pop up, this combine. So hit combine, and that combines them into one brush. Now we're going to edit this brush, so tap on it and it'll bring up the brush studio. And you can see both brushes right here on the side. So you have your thick brush, this was the 150 max size, and then this brush is the 50% max size. So we're going to tap on the first brush, and then this will pop up that says combine mode. If you tap on this arrow, we want to set the combine mode to subtract. And when you do that, you can see that the bottom brush is subtracted out of the top brush. So it leaves a hole in the middle of the top brush, which creates this outline. And so that's how simple it is to create a simple outline brush. I'm going to hit done, and you can see the brush right up here. So we're going to test it out. So one thing I want to mention about this outline brush is to get this effect right here, you can't lift your Apple Pencil up off of the screen when you write this word, or when you write any word. The minute you lift your Apple Pencil up off the screen, I'm going to show you what happens. So first, I'm going to write the word outline without lifting my Apple Pencil up off the screen. And you can see that it looks just like the example, except right here. You can see that once you lift your pencil up off the screen and then put it back down, when you go to cross over another line, you get these cross lines right here. So if you want to fix this, all you need to do is use a monoline brush as an eraser and just erase away these lines right here. And it's not going to be perfect, but just go slow and erase away the part that you don't want. And there you have an outline brush. Now I'm going to show you one more tweak that you can do to this brush, and it has to do with tilt. So I'm going to go back into the brush library, tap on the brush, and we're going to edit one setting. We're going to come down to Apple Pencil and then down here under tilt. The default tilt is set to 9%, but if you adjust it to say 60%, you can see what happens. See how the outline kind of shifts a little bit to the right? So that's tilt at 60%. And then this is tilt at 9. So as I move this, you can see what happens to the outline portion. So just show you what this looks like with the tilt changed. That's with the tilt at like 60%. Actually, that was 78%. And if we put it back to a tilt of 9, then we get this. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. And you can find more Procreate tutorials on my blog at Kelly Lee Creates. If you want to learn about how to make another brush in Procreate, make sure to check out this video next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.